So we have dueling moments here happening on Capitol Hill. You have Nancy Pelosi, who is speaking after the Democrats had their meeting, and she has come out. She just played a video of, sort of anti-Trump stuff on their side of the fence. And then on the other side, we are waiting for Paul Ryan, who is expected to come out and make some comments. He just finished meeting with his colleagues. No doubt he got an earful about their thoughts about whether or not he should be on board or not be on board, because there's a lot of division on the Hill on those two issues. He made waves last week. He said he just wasn't ready to get behind Donald Trump just yet. He said this whole thing happened and came about a lot more quickly than he thought it was going to, and he needs some time and some conversation. He needs to know where he stands in a more clear way. So let's bring in Senator Shelley Moore Capito, who joins us. She's a Republican from West Virginia. Her state, of course, voted last evening, and she will be at that meeting tomorrow. Senator, welcome. Good to have you with us this morning.
Thanks, Martha.
So I know you say that you will endorse the eventual GOP nominee, but you have some questions as well for Donald Trump. What are you going to ask him tomorrow?
Well, I have a couple questions. I've never met Mr. Trump. I look forward to the meeting tomorrow with the Senate leadership. And the two things really on my mind is in the state of West Virginia, he made some statements that he's going to, put coal miners back to work. He's going to have, more jobs. I want to hear more specifics. What kind of specific plans does he have in terms of a full energy plan, in terms of getting West Virginians back to work? But probably the most important question for me is, as my colleague stated, what you say matters, but how you say it matters as much. And I've been concerned about the tone that he's taken throughout the campaign. It's time to unite. It's time to become one party. And when we do that, I want to make sure that he strikes the tone that represents me and my party to win the presidency.
Yeah, I mean, what he has said on that so far is that he's sticking with what works. I mean, he knows that when he's out there with these rallies, which he say have been a great investment, he says, for his campaign, that he gets the crowd riled up. He knows that they're with him. That's what they want to hear. And he also has promised to sound more presidential, but he kind of said, I really don't want to do that just yet because I still have people to sort of vanquish. And Hillary Clinton is clearly the one who's in his sight right now. Do you expect a change in tone?
I hope a change in tone. Just because he has the enthusiasm, he has the momentum, he has the ear of the American people in terms of turning back the policies of the president, defeating Hillary Clinton. Let's take that enthusiasm and move it in a positive way. The tone that you strike, I mean, I've been campaigning for many, many times. You can whip up a crowd in a very positive way without sort of a slash and burn rhetoric. And I think he can do that. He's very masterful, I think, at getting the crowd enthusiastic. Talk about the positive direction that he's going to take us. That will, I think, make those of us who are going to be out campaigning, that will up our intensity as we look towards the unified ticket in the summer and in the fall.
Yeah. For Paul Ryan, clearly the issues are going to be entitlements, tax reform, cutting spending. Donald Trump has signaled that those are not really his priorities. We see some people coming out now. We're waiting for Paul Ryan. But can you squeeze in an answer for that if you could, Senator?
I can. To me, it's the economy, jobs, jobs. All those things will fall into place. Tax policy and a willingness for Congress to tackle these tough issues if we tackle the economy and get people back to work and give them a sense of optimism.
All right, we're still waiting. I'm just going to squeeze in one more. The comments about women that he's gotten heat for. Are you going to talk to him about that?
Everyone.
Absolutely, I'm going to talk to him about his comments about women. That deeply concerns me as a Republican leader, a woman leader, and I'm going to reinforce that with him tomorrow.
He says he's just joking. It was an entertainment environment, and that people shouldn't be too concerned about it. If he says that to you, what are you going to say?
I think he's miscalculating, really, how some of his comments are interpreted, and obviously how they hit younger women, how they hit women in the workforce. And so I think, just hearing it from more and more women, I think, as part of our party is important for him to hear. It's important to us. It should be important to him.
Will you come back after you talk to him? Because I would love to hear how all of this goes.
I would love to. Thank you.
All right. Let's do that. So you'll talk to him tomorrow, maybe on Friday. Hopefully you'll be able to join us again, because it would be really interesting to me to hear what your response is. Thank you so much, Senator. We'll try to set that up with your folks. You bet.